You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, let's talk about Scottie Pippen once again, because he is getting a lot of backlash, not only from former players, also people in the media are crushing him for going out there on Dan Patrick's show and calling Phil Jackson a racist. Now, we know he is very, very salty about what went down in the 1994 NBA playoffs when Phil Jackson actually drew up the final play for Tony Kukoc. And Scottie Pippen got triggered. However, what's not being talked about is Scottie Pippen had a chance on the previous two plays to do something, and he failed. He didn't get it done. So Phil drew up a play for Tony Kukoc. And now all of a sudden, I believe it's been, 27 years now, and Scottie Pippen is out there calling Phil Jackson a racist. Nobody is buying into this. Shaq doesn't buy into it. Robert Horry doesn't buy into it. And now you can add Stephen A. Smith to that list as well. Now, we know that Stephen A. Smith has said a lot of crazy stuff lately, especially when it comes to race. He's been blasting NBA players for not speaking up for black coaches to get jobs. But however, on this topic right here, he annihilates Scottie Pippen because he even believes this is absolutely ridiculous. So guys, we're going to be talking about all of that in this video, guys. But first, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today by clicking the members tab. We have 3 different membership plans, just starting at $5 per month. You get access to exclusive videos posted by either me or Rhodes, or even sometime, for the most part, is actually shot together. But if you don't want to do any of that, just consider giving a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch. We're going to give you 21% off anything in the merch store if you use the discount code LaChanaSuts, S-U-X, all one word. Check this out, guys. Stephen A. Smith destroys Scottie Pippen for calling Phil Jackson a racist. Now, Stephen A. Smith is just the next person in a long line of people out there crushing Scottie Pippen. Now, when Scottie Pippen was doing that interview with Dan Patrick, I was like, something isn't right with him. Maybe he's high or something. Maybe he's drunk, because he's actually promoting this new alcohol that he had. Something wasn't right with him. Something definitely was not right with Scottie Pippen. And Stephen A. Smith, we're going to actually play this clip here. He even agrees that something was not right with Scottie. So Stephen A. Smith, this is via his Twitter account on Lakers Daily. He says accusing Phil Jackson of being racist is one of the most ridiculous things Scottie Pippen has ever said or done. So let's go ahead. Let's play this clip here because Stephen A. Smith puts Scottie Pippen on blast, and rightly so. Here we go.
I respect Scottie, 6-time champion, all-time great player. I think this is one of the stupidest, most idiotic things he's ever said or done. And the way he looked in that interview, let me just say, staying off the weed wouldn't be strong enough. And I'll leave.
That's pretty funny because Stephen A. always says to stay off the weed. Even he recognized something was wrong with Scottie there.
Leave it at that. If you go back, Scottie's got to recognize the fact that in this day and age, we have the tapes. We have the information. The game after that whole incident took place where Scottie Pippen refused to enter the game because Phil Jackson had drawn up a play for Tony Kukoc instead of Scottie Pippen back in the 90s, 1994, whenever it was. The day after, the next game rather, I believe the Chicago Bulls had won the game. When that transpired, Ahmad Rashad was interviewing Scottie Pippen on the court. Scottie Pippen said, "I've apologized to the team. I've apologized to Phil Jackson. It was stupidity on my part." This video that you can find today, because I saw it, I have it. This video where he's literally seen on video saying that to Ahmad Rashad. So now, all of these years later, 27 years later, Phil Jackson's a racist. The same Phil Jackson that coached you, that coached MJ, that coached guys like Bill Cartwright and B.J. Armstrong and others and Stacey King and all these guys. Same Phil Jackson that coached Michael, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Each and every single player at some point in time or another had issues with Phil Jackson.
Well, there you have it, guys. Stephen A. Smith is not buying into this. I've said it before, guys. It seems like, Scottie just really wants to sell his book unguarded. And he's getting a lot of attention in the media, so he may actually sell some books. But I believe the more that Scottie talks, and this accusation about Phil Jackson, it's just making him look so bad and very, very uncredible, if you ask me. So when the book comes out, I believe it comes out in November, if I'm not mistaken, people may just take that book as being false. Because Scottie Pippen, what he's saying about Phil Jackson is just so outlandish. It holds no weight whatsoever, and everybody is seeing that. Even Stephen A. Smith, who has been race baiting like crazy for the better part of the last 6 months. Remember, Stephen A. had a bit problem with Steve Nash actually getting the Nets head coaching job, and he called it white privilege just because Steve Nash is white. Stephen A. Smith has been blasting black NBA players because he's seen nothing but white head coaches, I guess up until the last couple of weeks, getting opportunities. And Stephen A. Smith has been blasting him for this, but he's not buying into this racism thing with Scottie Pippen because it holds no weight whatsoever. There's been zero evidence, and I'm glad that Stephen A. did not actually go down the racism card and play Scottie Pippen's game. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.